islands are the homes to several vibrant and distinct cultures. Small island developing states are those low-lying coastal countries diversified in history and language, but they share common sustainable development challenges: growing populations, limited resources, remoteness, susceptibility to natural disasters, vulnerability to external shocks, excessive dependence on trade, and fragile environments. The small island developing states comprises of 52 territories and states, which are divided into three main geographical regions: the Pacific, the Caribbean, and AIMS, which stands for Africa, the Indian Ocean, Mediterranean. These territories and states work together through the Alliance of Small Island States, or AOSIS, in the United Nations.
2014 celebrates the International Year of SIDS, which takes place at a convenient point in time as some islands are experiencing difficult times. For example, Maldives is combating the ravages of climate change and is literally sinking due to this reason. This is where industrial engineering plays a very important role. Industrial engineering is a part of engineering that deals with the optimization of complex processes through ingenuity and innovation. This can lead and transform society. As industrial engineers, we are focusing our research on the Caribbean region.
At present, most of the energy used by the Caribbean is generated by non-renewable sources such as fossil fuels to produce petroleum, crude oil, and natural gas. Trinidad and Tobago produces the majority of the Caribbean's oil production. In 2011, it was recorded that the country produced 135,000 barrels per day of oil, with 40,000 of these barrels being consumed by the country. However, for the last 5 years, oil production has been steadily declining. This is seen when compared to the oil output of nearly 178,000 barrels per day in 2006.
Apart from the steadily decreasing amount of fossil fuels available, emissions from fossil fuels burning has been the prime suspects responsible for the current global warming trends. The high levels of carbon dioxide production is believed to be ozone depleting. As an industrial engineer, we must seek to stretch the availability of non-renewable resources by finding sustainable replacements to reduce their usage. The most effective way of achieving this replacement is by using renewable sources of energy, such as solar and wind energy. The Caribbean is located on the Earth's equator, where solar radiation is concentrated, making it hotter, and it has been estimated that most of the islands have suitable wind patterns. Industrial engineers must devise feasible methods to introduce these energy sources into the Caribbean. Suitable locations must be found which can house huge numbers of solar panels and windmills. These locations must also be free from any form of cover that may block direct sun rays or wind flow. Also, in such an instant, an engineer must develop ways to successfully have these panels and windmills installed, and find the most practical deals for purchasing in large quantities. Other than finding alternative sources of energy, SIDS of the Caribbean are also vulnerable to natural and man-made disasters due to geology, tectonic setting, location, topography, poor land use, and environmental management practices. These disasters include hurricanes, earthquakes, and flooding. Disasters in the Caribbean usually cause loss of lives and millions of dollars in damage to infrastructure, economical, and social sectors. In 2010, Haiti was devastated by an earthquake causing a loss of 300,000 lives and an estimated cost of between $7.2 and $13.9 billion. Another example is Hurricane Sandy, as she ravaged through the Caribbean, causing nearly 80 deaths, including 54 in Haiti. Major destruction of infrastructure occurred again due to poor infrastructure and building construction. Flooding is a frequent occurrence in the Caribbean, mainly as an aftermath of hurricanes, due to poor land use. Floods resulted in a total of $77.5 million in damages of Guyana's agricultural sector. Caribbean countries are heavily dependent on agriculture and tourism for sustainability. Therefore, when natural disasters strike, their money is to be used for repairs. Preventative measures can be implemented and taken by industrial engineers to help reduce the costs caused by these disasters. Methods to be implemented could be cost-effective, better constructed buildings suited for each type of disasters, and especially reforestation to reduce deforestation and hence reduce flooding. All these tactics that we have devised may reduce the prolonged effects of natural disasters.